Salute everybody. Happy Sunday. I hope everybody's had a blessed Sunday so far. Shout out to you guys for just coming through early, hitting the like button for me and all that good stuff. Thank you so much. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowances made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, research, and educational purposes. Thank you, Goddess Little Sis. Appreciate you much. Hey, Jamie Sis, what's going on? Hey, Belinda Sis, what's happening? Happy Sunday. What y'all do today? And you guys, if y'all haven't tried this one, this is the lemon drop martini cut water. But I got me a wine glass because I didn't have a straw. My son's girlfriend got me some wine glasses for Mother's Day. I was like, oh, I needed them. Appreciate it much. Hey, Dimples. Hey, Dimples. I got some stuff I want to just chit chat about. I wanted to chit chat about it yesterday, but I wanted to chill and stuff like that. But hey, Dimples, happy Sunday. I want to kind of get into some stuff with the phone calls, and it's gonna be phone calls probably dropped for the rest of the week. I don't know. I just know they're getting crazier. More characters are beginning to come out. I'm to the point where I'm going, how many more is it? How many more characters are going to pop out? You know what I'm saying? And say I'm pregnant, or just simply asked about the other women and no care about the charges. You know what I'm saying? We've clearly seen that throughout the beginning. So it's some stuff that's caught my attention. And it caught some, hey Queen Rays, happy Sunday. Hey TT sis. Hey Big Mama Pooh. Hey the butterfly voice. What's going on, sister? Hey Barbie sis. Hey Karen B. What's going on? What's going on? At this point, I won't get to that, Dimples. Dimples said at this point, I believe Annette is heavily involved. Shaking my head. I got a question I really want to ask you guys. Hey Mia. What's going on? Hey Betty sis. What's going on? Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. And shout out to Samad because she really brought it to my attention um, on this one. It was crazy because I was already listening to something. I want you to pay attention to the dates that I'm going to read out in this video. This it creeped me out today because for some the phone calls are interesting to see if Jarvis will lead you to anything, say something, just anything other than what's being said. But some stuff stuck out, some stuff that everybody else is pointing out. Thank you, Will. Thank you, brother. I do gotta go, you guys. Hey, Shalana. Hey, Kiki. What's going on, baby? Hey, Miss Lowkey. What's going on, sister? Sweet honey. What's going on, sister? Thank you, Will. I appreciate you, baby. Thank you, bruh. Hey, Shalana. What's going on? Happy Sunday. Gemini said, OMG, I'm about to lose my mind going back to this prelim. King knew before February 13th. Dread, I forgot her name. Lied on the stand. I'm so glad you went live because, girl, who lied on the stand? Miss Gemini. Y'all got to be specific because we talked about so many people that got on the stand and lied. Who lied on the stand? Hey, Rhapsody. Hey, Chantrell. What's going on, Bookie? Hey, Big Mama. Tasha Briscoe, what it do? What it do? What's going on, Tasha? Leisure. What's going on, sister? Hey, Natty. Hey, SP. She said, couch it is okay. I want to get to what Dimple said. Hey, KG. What's going on, Summer Mommy? What's going on, Bookie? I want y'all to hear this with me, and I want y'all to hear both, and then I'm getting into what Dimple said and stuff like that. I want y'all to pay attention to the dates, just like the phone calls. The dates and the times matter. The dates and the timing of these phone calls to me matter. Because if y'all go back to one of those dates that Anna B played, hell, I don't know if it was Shanitra or Anna B. I got to catch the clip. Jarvis was saying stuff. I think it was a February the 9th call. Hey, Steffi. Okay, Dimples. He said something along the lines of some shit was going on. And I was like, well, what was going on around the 9th? Because he only been in there 2 days. What's her name with the dreads? Tashiana. What did she lie about to you, Miss Gemini? Give me something. Because that King and Jarvis call was very important. If one of the mods can send me the timestamp with that, I want to point some stuff out myself. Hey, Morgan, sis. How's your mom doing, Morgan? Let's play this. Let's play this first. Let me get into this, and then we'll get into the rest. Because I'm not going to be here long. I think Shank's going live. It might be 10:30. Might be 10:30. I don't know, bitch ain't never situated. I just got off work, y'all. Got my cut water out. Jeez. I thought just when I thought I saved them. But I still get it. All right. I want you guys to listen to this. And this is, by the way, I'm going to give you the date and I want to give you her name, okay? Her name is Cranior on TikTok. Cranior. Hold on. Okay.
Guys, I just woke up and I noticed everybody on the Nasiah Harris case. And I feel like I should let everybody know this.
Hold on. Absolutely. Absolutely. Tashiana, you lied so good. You even went to the shop. And King said you came up there. King said, hey, Chill, what's going on, Chill? King said that you came up there. See, when you lie, y'all make sure y'all drop Chill's link, drop Project and Casa Rios, drop Honor Bees, drops Shank Rocks, drop Shanitra Speaks, please. And if y'all need y'all links dropped, say that, okay? So we won't know. And if April comes in the chat, drop her link. Hey, honey, 5K, please. Tashiana, that's what I'm saying about the phone calls. They're interesting for so many reasons for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm enough for the I'm so over the Lala Loopsy. I am. I'm over looking into how dumb and how ignorant, how goofy. I'm over that. Hey Lisa, happy Sunday. I am. I'm over that. But what, hey Divinely, what's going on, sis? But what I'm not over is the lies. Because every time one of these phone calls come out, it's something very telling with one of you La Loopsies that was at the preliminary. Latricia, Shane pointed that out. But Tashiana, oh baby. And I mean, it was a point where somebody was trying to attack us off the strength of Tashiana. That was crazy a few months ago. She's innocent. Man, what? Wait, what? She's innocent. And I used to give her the benefit of the doubt until that phone call, Miss Gemini. I did. But not anymore. See, when you listen and you hear certain things, it can take you back. You be like, wait a minute, I thought. Just like Latricia, I was telling Shane. Because I'm in heavy debate with Shane Crowd. Okay, honey, let me know. I ain't gonna be long. Too bad for her. We know I'm sick too. Know what else is coming. Hey, Sam, baby. What up, sister? Hey, Venetia. I'm just kind of paying attention. And y'all make sure y'all drop Honey 5K's link, okay? Hey, Cornell. I'm interested to see what else is to come. But just like Latricia, you said, because we ain't looking at King, which King's not off the hook. Y'all some pillow talking ass motherfuckers. We'll get to you in a minute, King. But King said that Jarvis didn't come to work on the 10th. And you said when your son was playing with them glasses, you took your baby up there to the shop the next day after he used your car, when that's not true. Because your pillow talking partner said you didn't work. He said, why would I be on the phone with him about 5, 10 times if he's standing right beside me? It doesn't make sense. On the 10. And you know they got y'all call logs. Look, Trisha, did you not realize they had the phone calls? Did you not realize that they pinged and looked through everybody's shit? They going in everybody's shit? Yeah, everybody's shit. In your words. They going in everybody's shit. Yeah, baby. Again, everybody's shit. Hey, Belinda, what's going on, sister? Hey, T Mill sis, right, Miss Parker? Because, girl, y'all some liars. For a while, I thought the fiance didn't really know anything, but not anymore because she knew what was going on. And I want y'all to find something else. I want y'all to find out something else that's interesting. Y'all remember when Latricia? See, this is when I get to the Jarvis. It took me a while to come up with that theory. I said it's my theory, mine. Yeah, we talking about the fiance. But y'all remember Latricia said, you want me to call King three-way? He said, nah, fool. Because, see, it's too many entanglements. Law always change, the truth stays the same, okay? The entanglement. You couldn't call King, bitch. You know some shit. You know some shit. But he told Tashiana to call King on three-way. Did he? I mean, he trusted you enough to say, do you got some laundry detergent and do you got that other shit? And your ass paused. She paused for a good second. He said, you got laundry detergent? She said, yeah. He said, you got some of that other stuff? Yeah. Use it. Because you knew Jarvis couldn't say too much with her. He specifically couldn't say too much to her. She said, huh? He said, use it. She said, what? He said, never mind. Y'all know how they do their phone calls. Huh? What? Hello? Never mind. He said, never mind. Because he had already said too much to you. You was the same person that was trying to unalive yourself and your kid. Nobody else. Nobody else. Oh, the La Loopsies involved. Shannon being the worst because it was her niece. Shannon being the worst. I'm going to let y'all hear this, and I'm going to give y'all a date on this, okay? Because this date on this video is when I play it, it'll come up. But this was January 2025. One was on the 17th from the same girl. 2025, January. And I don't even remember when Rain started covering it. But when she said this, it gave me chills. Me and Shank was riding up the highway today. Thank you, Peaches. And I said, oh, wait. I said, listen to these dates. Hey, Big Boy News, how you doing? Salute. Thank you, Peaches. Is she the one to live in that house? And Isaiah was asking Shannon about, uh-huh. Y'all don't remember? Hold on, Brittany. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Give me a second. I'm so high I banned you. I'm so high I banned you. I still don't understand when y'all don't like a person, y'all come and won't talk to me. I don't talk to people I don't like. Hey Aqualine, hey Erica. Who is the lady in the picture? That's right on fire. Cause I got a clip I want to play. Yes, Naziah asked the address of that house. Mm-hmm. Hey, your name was your residence was already out there. And the crazy part is, with Latricia, you told the court that y'all was just sleeping together. Y'all just mess around here and there. Wasn't that serious is what you said. Y'all remember that? So I never understood, and I said this live. Thank you, Rhapsody. Appreciate you, sister. I said, why they grilling her like she the main bitch? Why are they grilling Latricia so hard like she's the main hoe? Like, I didn't understand that. How did it make you feel when you found out? Like, because Latricia, if y'all remember on the phone calls, Latricia wasn't talking about the other women. She wasn't. She was all about getting back in the bed with the monster. This Naziah's last conversation. Because nobody ever said that Naziah didn't go home. They just showed the last picture, showed her, getting off at the bus stop. They never said nothing about 100% that she went straight to the shop. Because hell, everybody's timing was off. If we're going to be honest here, I want to say 4 o'clock. Somebody, the opinion said different. She said she left at 6. They said she left at 5:15. I'm just saying what the transcript said. King said they left the shop at this time, but the opinion said they left at 7:42, 7:27, something like that. I'm just saying about the opinion. Hey, Reed. Hey, Tawana. Now, I'm just asking questions at this point, or just dialoguing too, to make sure I ain't the only one heard it. Hey, Maisha, baby. Thank you, sweet honey. I'm just really asking questions about Latricia and why. Because Shannon, it's funny that Naziah, and they said, when did she say that? The week she went missing? Because I want the messages on the 9th and before. Because it was one message that the closing arguments read that wasn't in the transcripts. Plus, why she want to hurt herself if she's slow? She ain't slow as she acted. If you just let your baby daddy use your keys to your car, I don't know nothing. Hey, Natisha. Hey, Sonya sis. I don't know nothing. They coming to my shit, but they don't know about me. Yes, and I always say, yes, they did, because Jarvis was running his mouth. Jarvis got the talking. Like he did with you and every other woman he talked to. He pillow talked. Because he either had Naziah over there before in a car when he stopped by your house, or he said that's where he was going to meet. Because some shit ain't adding up. Because the way they said Naziah took to get to that shop and Jarvis seen her and King try to say it, no ma'am, no sir. Naziah asked for that address from you that day, Shannon. And you knew all his hoes' addresses. 304s. Let me not call y'all whores. 304s. She knew all the 304 addresses. And Latricia, you did too. See, Jarvis didn't care who he took to whose houses. Because remember, you was the one who was riding a dime to go to Angel's house, look at this house and everything, and what the address given to your ass. Wasn't no address given to you on either baby mama. To where you even volunteered. You said, you want me right by her house? Like, hot damn. So it made me think about Naziah asking Shannon for your address. That I know Monster told her to meet you at. Because the way they said that Naziah took to get to you, Jarvis, it's no way. All y'all gotta do is Google it. All y'all gotta do is Google it. Hey, Chick Simple 86. All y'all gotta do is Google the distance. And the way, ain't no way. The way the teacher said she was rolling and didn't feel good, ain't no way. Ain't no way she walked that far. Hey, DD. Happy Sunday, sis. Ain't no way. Hey, Love Smiles. I need y'all to think about this. I need y'all to go back and Google the name of the liquor store that King said they pulled up at the Pick Naziah, which is no longer open, but not from at school. That was miles. We talking about on feet. Feet is different from in a car. The distance was like, I looked at that distance and said, And one of them calls, she said she pulling up to Shannon house when she get out the hospital. That was Tashiana. I'm on Latricia right now. We'll get back to Tashiana later. Come on. They want everybody to think that. The facts have been there. It's been in black and white. We skipping over parts. I keep saying parts are being skipped over. Bitter cold that day too. Bitter cold. Remember the snowstorm was coming. Leisha. They called off a lot of schools on the 9th in Detroit. Because of the storm. Hey, Cereal. Happy Sunday. But I want to get into this. Yes, the distance would have taken her over, and absolutely. Absolutely. Crazy, right, Miss Gemini? How these phone calls again are very telling. Do you think someone picked Naziah up but who could it have been Grandma Dearest? What at what point, Tawana? Hey, Tootie Scott, thank you for this. Thanks, shout out to Tootie Scott for this clip. Tootie, did you pay attention to the dates on the clip you sent me? Those are interesting. Ooh, this is horrible. These guilty people out here kicking it. Hey, Mary Kay, what's going on, Mary Kay? How you been? Let's get into it. Let's finish listening. I want to give you guys the date.
The reason we won't find her right away is because we're looking at kind of in the wrong places.
This is 1/16/2025. Remember, the preliminary was in January. The last date was the 9th. This is January 16th, 2025.
As we all know, Sharon has children with Jarvis. Okay. And Naziah was messing around with Jarvis at that time. But I had this, I don't know if it was a dream or premonition or whatever it was. But Naziah kept telling me that she was showing me through her eyes as weird because people usually say things like this, but I don't think they mean it. Naziah is by a body of water.
When did Rain of Fire do her first live? Do anybody know or remember? When did Rain of Fire do her first live on Naziah? Being by water. Because this is January 16th, 2025. Hey, Tay Ebony sis. What's going on, Bookie? Happy Sunday. January 16th.
I don't know if it's by a factory or a building,
hey, Cherry baby.
But it's near a wooded area. She said there are oak trees. It was a dense area. she was like, everything started weirdly. So as I'm looking, kind of through her eyes, but from my own point of view, her and Jarvis made it to some secluded area. They talked about the baby, how she was pregnant, how it would go. No, she got pregnant, and for Shannon to find out that it was Jarvis' child. So to quickly hide the fact, Jarvis wanted to eliminate the baby. But Isaiah didn't agree to it. So since she didn't agree, they got into an argument because he was trying to get her to understand why, and she kept denying his answer. So they got in some type of tussle. He hit her over the head. I don't know if Sharon was there. I couldn't really get that much, but it was kind of fake. So I don't know if she was, because I was living through Naziah. And I remember being hit inside the head, feeling pain. I blacked out. No, I don't know how long, but we're about a wooded area. I know when I opened my eyes, I looked up to the sky. It wasn't dark, but it was dark outside. And I seen a light, like a bridge, something that was illuminated enough.
Ain't that crazy? Because Rain said the same thing. That's why I want to know when Rain did her first one. Bree said the same thing. No, this ain't Rain. This ain't Rain. This is Cranior. Cranior. January 16th, 2025.
Light for me to see. And the trees were dense. And I remember
she did.
Rocks.
She said she wanted to keep her baby.
I can't tell if I got a head injury. I just know I was knocked out, but I felt some type of pain. Yeah. In my head. So,
it's not nice.
Something about a bridge. It was up here in Bowie. But I don't know if that's correct because I don't know. Again, I'm not from Detroit. So
she's given a name, but she don't know the name that's being actually said. This is not name. Gemini, she's using the AI to hide her voice on this one.
I was just there looking up, thinking, my head spinning, trying to get myself together. I couldn't move, and I blacked out again. And I felt a weird sensation of burning, like water or something. And then others.
It was stuff that I had said in a live when I was crying one time, because I had got some news from my insider down in Detroit courthouse. I had an insider in the courthouse. And they had told me some stuff. And at that point, that's when Shane Crock kept saying, somebody's talking. And remember the jail guys was like, Jarvis's books stay laced up. Hey, Love Jones, Jarvis's books stay laced up. He keep money on his books. Oh, he ain't nobody in there talking. Ain't nobody in there talking. Ain't nobody in there talking. But come to find out, Jarvis was laced up. We heard him giving all the women assignments. Get this app, get this app. And we also heard him tell the new character. Remember the new character? The lady down here in North Carolina, Miss Lucille. That's what I call her, Miss Lucille. That Angel got the check for $10,000. That Angel got the check for $10,000. How they didn't want to give it to him. Project said that he could have thrown her over the bridge by the water because he couldn't see him placing her in the water. Shout out to Projects in Casa Rios. Shout out to Project in Casa Rios. And y'all go over there and check out his last video, okay? I just wanted to point that out.
Everything went blank.
Hey, Pam.
And all I kept hearing was allergy. Check under the allergy. Rocks rock area, shallow. I think it's shallow. Where I think she is near kind of shallow water, but with rocks on top of her so she won't float.
He didn't say where the money came from. He just said that all of it didn't belong to him. He never did say Angel gave it to him. He just said, but that's who he trusted to get that check signed over to. Dominique said, yeah, it was a good video. Check it out. It was definitely good. It was interesting. Tammany said, I'll watch him. I don't know who gave him the money.
I feel like maybe we should get somebody to dive near some lakes or ponds near secluded areas with oak trees. I know there's probably a lot of oak trees in Detroit. I don't understand, but it's somewhere secluded for sure. Maybe near a secluded abandoned building. I just know it was secluded. And I'm feeling snow. Like wet, moist, it's snowing, it's cold. I'm in a cold for sure. So maybe somewhere or it was snowing by a bridge that illuminates enough light, enough for it to be grayish with a hint of silver or blue, something along those lines. Shannon played a huge role because Shannon knew.
Everybody keeps saying Monkey played a part. But Shank Rock begs to think different. Because who's going to get on the phone and act like they know what happened to their niece knowing they can go to jail too? Who's gonna say that? Because I still got to go to everything. Crucial points. Very shallow water, I believe it. She's going to be found. We have a lot of coyotes, but they don't eat bones. Hey, Mo J. Think about everything that's happened before these phone calls. Don't start with the phone calls. Think about everything that's played out before the phone calls with Shannon. Because I got to say, where's the alibis and the lies? Why did you tell Jarvis on the phone that you're going to get it worked out? Because you had already held so many secrets for him. The pedophilia, the birthday party, the goofy shit that you said Tuda did the summer before, which is just coming out in the phone calls. See, I always knew Shannon knew more shit than just the birthday party and what she seen January the 21st. I always knew Shannon knew more shit when Tamara Liberty Smith called in on Mark Dees and said she don't know what's going on. Because Shannon said nobody stopped her and talked to her and her mother. Nobody. He said, you don't know what Tamara Liberty Smith? No. And when Tamara called in, Shannon called back and had a change of heart. See, like they said, a lie always changes, but the truth never does. If you knew nothing, why was you nervous? Why was you lying? See, we can't keep saying, oh, she was dumb over Jarvis. She was dangerously in love. No. She was just like him. She was just like him. She knew and she kept all the secrets. Mark, the podcaster from the building on Jefferson. Let's not forget Lemongate. She said Jarvis didn't do it. Oh, I want you to hear something else, Kiwana, that's going to bring me to Lemongate. What Cranior is saying, okay? Give me a second. Didn't he get the money from the insurance from the child? He said it all wasn't his. I don't know where he got the money from. He just said all the money wasn't his. I just feel like Shannon most definitely fought that baby because she always had problems with other BMs. But Naziah been, come on, Candy. And she kept saying something with a B. She was like, boy, I don't know. She kept saying something with a B. She kept saying something with a B.
Shannon figured out, I don't know how, but it's sticking with me. So this part, I don't know everywhere. But Shannon, Shannon knew more than what she says she knew. Because Shannon figured out about Jarvis and Isaiah, which led to the entire thing of happening. Because once everybody would have found out that Jarvis and Zanaya was having some type of entanglement or whatever you guys want to call it with with Shannon's baby father, of course, Jarvis, it would have created problems in the family.
It would have created problems in the family because then Monster really couldn't be able to come around if too many people knew that he was messing with Naziah. Truth always outweighs lies. Miss Parker, it was January. What was January 20th, Tay Ebony? And Moj, what did he ask Angel to file? Hey, Sunny Days. Not Bell, it's a lot of cameras. Well, Sunny Days, ain't that crazy? He has a lot of cameras everywhere, but nothing was. You know what I'm saying? Where's all the other cameras? Because everybody always showed us cameras, Sunny Days. The store with tons of them, the shop, the hotel. I can't take those cameras serious. It may take more time, but all the lies and secrets are going to come out. All the pizzas will fit together soon. They both did away with that baby. And remember, Devin said on Mark D's, Shannon knows everything. Their whole tone changed because remember, Devin got on there so hype, calling everybody bitches and Shannon was just sitting there. He said, Shannon's sitting right beside me. She still got her kids taken. Absolutely. Because Jarvis didn't have nothing to lose. But Annette and Shannon had everything to lose. They had everything to lose.
About her not being washed or her being too grown. When it wasn't that, okay. It was more of that.
Tay Ebony said, thank you, Tay Ebony. I appreciate that. Tay Ebony said January 20th. This is January the 16th. Thank you, Tay Ebony. Appreciate that. I'm just saying so much I got to keep up with what's, you know what I'm saying? Thank you. This is before Rain of Fire. Before. 4 days. Before.
Ever since her and Jarvis came in contact, Jarvis has been sexually leading her on, making her feel special, doing a lot. I'm sorry if people might feel offended, but this is what I've seen that he was leading her on. Shannon figured out, Shannon knew the way he looked at her, the way he seen her, the way he idolized her, and jealousy sparked. And when she found out she was pregnant, a lot went downhill, but that's all I could figure out. So if anybody, I can't say reach out to the police or anything, but if y'all want to, y'all can. I don't really too much know, but this is what I felt. So if anybody could check by a building near the water, somewhere abandoned, secluded, snowing, I just know it's secluded where a lot of rocks by. The water is algae, the water is dark.
I know females that can tell if their guy and another girl are messing around just by their interactions. You mean Shannon didn't realize Jarvis was grooming Naziah? I don't, absolutely. Shout out to you. I was just talking about you. I just told him go check out that live. It was very interesting. Shannon was very much jealous. I ain't gonna let this go. I honestly still think that Jarvis and whoever played a part in the plan put Precious Naziah in multiple pieces. I hope I'm wrong. I want y'all to hear something else after this.
It's like a bridge, a long bridge. And the best bridge I've come up with is Bowie, but I don't know about that part. So if anybody can find what I'm looking for, I can probably help you get closer to her. I don't know. I'm going to go for what I feel. So yeah. Guys.
Now, let's get into the second one. He said it's a building right next to that river. This is what she said. Next. Recently, I've been receiving certain threats, which I won't disclose to the public. And this is the 29th of January, 2025. But they had Naziah hiding in Jarvis's shop when she was missing still. OFC, the police can't done anything because it's tampered with because of the lady. She knew where to look. I will give y'all another update later. The reason Jarvis is saying he also don't know where the body is because Shannon and the rest of the family knew who hid the body. Craig Orr had been receiving threats. She'd been receiving threats on January 29th, 2025. And she said the reason Jarvis saying he don't know where the body is because Shannon and the rest of the family who knew hid the body. This before Rain said that. That's why I said pay attention to the dates of this. Pay attention.
I was kind of thinking the same thing, but at the same time I wasn't, because the part when I was in the dream or lucid state of mind, seeing everything unfold, we looked down at the water as we drove over the bridge. The lights illuminated and the water was dark. It was cold. It was very much, it looked thick, as I said the first time, right? And I just remember the sinking feeling. I don't know if it was rocks or dirt, but I just remember I sunk into something, and it was hard for me to get up because one, the damage I had got. So yeah, but this is for the betrayal part. This is what I'm gonna tell everybody. Don't let Shannon fool you. Shannon, the grandma, and Jarvis knew. The 9-year-old knew. Let me tell you how, and let me say why. Shannon.
This is the 18th, 2025. She mentions a park. This is before Lemon Drop Gate come out. Again, Lemon Drop Gate don't come out to about the summertime of 2025. This is January the 18th, 2025. All right, Dimples. Blue car wreck because they were dodging through and hit something. She never cut up the damage. And King turned the blind eye to what was happening. And Project, I want to get to this too real quick before we finish this. I want to get to something. Yeah, y'all didn't notice how Jarvis said Frank owed him $7,000 and he would murk his ass? And how King was shit talking Frank. Pay attention to the dates. Because King, ain't you the same one that Frank wrote a letter to the judge for your parole to come back and work at the shop? Was you back doing Monster? Because he hemmed you up? Because your secrets wouldn't have came out either about being a pedophile and an abuser just like him. You know, birds of a feather really do flock together, you know? They really flock together. And how Frank went and wrote that letter to the judge for King. Because you went and told King what Jarvis said about he'll mark his ass for that 7,000. Because you was talking shit too. Oh, the nigga came up there crying and you know what I'm saying and shit like that. Yeah, let me tell you about Frank. Both of y'all was some pillow talking bitches. But Monster didn't know that you went back and told Frank what he said on that phone call. Mm-hmm. You felt betrayed too. And they don't accidentally put a fucking murder on you and take it off. There's no way. If you don't get to talking, we're going to charge you too. Because in fact, you was one of the last ones with Naziah. Isaiah Harris too on the night. So you talked. It wasn't just Shannon talking. It wasn't just Shannon talking. King did too. Cause it's funny. All them charges you had. And it's funny how Detroit does it because they keep making you think that some shit's great go down. He's got a warrant. He's got a warrant. He's got a warrant. How y'all miss the prostitution charge and then charge him a year later with it? He's on probation. He's on parole. Matter of fact, everything comes up when you on parole. And it happened in the same place. It didn't happen in another state where the shit might not come up. You might slip through the cracks. Hardly. Barely. But this shit happened. Hey, Queen Sparkles. This shit happened in the same place, y'all. The prostitution. The prostitution. Y'all think King didn't know what he was doing with them girls in the back? Y'all really think that? Man, stop it. Stop it. I will say this. Hold on, y'all. Man, Project, you hear me? A lot was covered up. Absolutely. Absolutely. Hey, Ronichu. That's why King ain't never went and talked to nobody. That's why King won't hit these panels with no content creator and talk and tell us truth. Because he knows what he said they can use against them in the court of law. They want everybody to shut the fuck up. Kim Worthless wants everybody to shut the fuck up and leave this alone. She does. Black people get on her nerves, rehashing and bringing up that he took the plea. It ain't that he took the plea that we're interested in. We're interested in why your thick tongue talking ass has allowed people that was involved to still be free. See, y'all can't say, oh no, Jarvis was a monster. He wasn't protecting nobody. He didn't care. Man, he protected somebody. Because this came from the lead prosecutor, which is Kim Worthless. Then you come and say, y'all know for a fact he's the father of a baby. We trying to figure out how long. We had so many people. You can find out like that. Man, I went to the hospital myself. 2. Same answer. Same way people feel like we want to be detectives. Same way I think y'all asses all want to be doctrines and doctorates or whatever the fuck you call it. We're not. It's just the writings on the wall and it's right here in front of us. But everybody want to skip past pieces and overlook this because motherfucker said that and overlook this. No, hell no. Hell to the no. Because we might as well let everybody slide if we're going to let one slide. Everybody should be able to walk in. We can't point the fingers like shit wasn't said, like Project Incarcerados didn't catch some shit in court. We can't overlook the fact that Shannon opened that tablet on the 21st. I'm coming to get the tablet. Oh shit, she coming to get the tablet, mama. We can't forget that everything that Jarvis and Isaiah was saying to each other wasn't deleted off of the text now that when she was using your phone. They said shit in court for a reason. Y'all don't think they was saying shit for a reason? Was that deleted? Because if it didn't matter, they're not going to say it. Yeah, he backdoor monster. That's why he never took any more calls. Who didn't take any more calls all easy? They got rid of the ninja skirt. He would talk. They had to shut him up. Something about when you know you're gone for good, Dynamite. You get to writing letters that you leave behind. Mm, mm, mm. He did, Natisha. He really thought he was going to get away. They never expected Shannon or none of them. Because don't forget, they threw their own people under the bus. They threw their own under the bus. Jarvis didn't say that. Jarvis didn't say, check out Barry and Lady. That was them. Jarvis knew when Shannon took his ass for child support, it made me open my eyes more. Shannon was already active. Shannon was vindictive. She was a nasty bitch. She was an insecure. She was the most insecure. Y'all got to remember, Magilla Gorilla was 400 pounds. Monkey had a basket full of bananas. She didn't think nobody like Jarvis would ever talk to her and impregnate her 5 times, 6 times. Jeez. And I ain't saying there ain't nobody for everybody, but I'm just saying. But every phone call that was made to one of them bitches, Shannon's name came up. In a drama-fied way. Shannon, how the fuck was you looking for your niece? How was Shannon Hurst looking for her niece when she was doing all of this drama? She was counting down in February. Wasn't looking for too much for her. You was missing reminiscing for the love we had in my Mary J voice over there on Instagram. That girl caught you on them threads. If y'all remember the live I done, caught your ass on them threads. We screenshotted it. She said, found you. She said, where the fuck's that baby? You over here about you missing Valentine's and shit with Jarvis. Shannon moved from Facebook. Too many eyes was over there. So she went to Instagram threads. Not Instagram, the threads. Magilla Gorilla went over there to Instagram threads and thought she was hiding. And don't forget, she came back and said she don't give a fuck about Naziah. She only care about her 5 kids. Y'all remember that? We forgot about that. She asked the pedophile to show, after she read what she, man, after everything that was said and done, she asked him to shirt. He never did. Are you, he was probably thinking, but see, I think right then those was cover-ups. Whole time he going down memory lane with other women. Yeah. Yeah. Candy, yeah.
And knew that her and Jarvis were going through a rough patch. Only time Jarvis really came over was to spend time with the kids here and now, get a little sexual, with Shannon herself, but mainly he came over there because of Naziah, because he was.
Well, hell, remember? Remember, they knew Shannon was long-term dummy. She was always in the way. Reason she stayed pregnant. Remember what she's saying, y'all? Because the birthday party hadn't even been shown at that time. January the 18th, 2025, the birthday party didn't come till way after when they went fishing. And Annette Hurst said to Jarvis, move up. God damn it. Get out the motherfucking way. Birthday party over. God damn it. Why your ass always doing drive-bys? I thought you supposed to be family. Where the baby mama at? Why you saying something to him about drive-bys and shit? Shannon too old for the mama to be checking him about when he coming over, spending the night and Yellow Dana. Hey Terry. Well, why the mama at that age? She ain't got no business saying nothing to Monster. She done down there knock pork in his cake. Kids ready for cake. Kids clapping. They don't know their age and they don't know their age. Nothing. Jarvis just walked in and didn't knock nobody, because if he would have knocked, somebody would say, come in. For somebody that don't ever come to your house, come in your house, he sure felt comfortable walking that motherfucker that day, didn't he? He sure felt comfortable to walk in there that day, didn't he? What about the North Carolina woman, Lalise? Annette needed her room painted with them doors closed. That's what Shannon told Mark D. I can't say who. I can't say him and my mama did nothing, but the door was locked. She didn't know shit about him. Girl, they didn't care. You could tell none of them cared to know who he was. I just can't sleep with you not knowing nothing. I'm doing background checks. I'm hitting everybody up. I used to be like, do Joe Quetta still work at the jail? Let me hit Joe Quetta up. I used to hit up my homegirl, Joe Quetta worked at the jail. No, Quetta, you ever heard of? Can you look into it? I'm just saying, bitch. But he don't come in that house. That's what she said. She said, you been here all day, the day the little boy party. I don't remember that part, Morgan. I got to go back and listen. Hey, love, Chris. I don't remember that part.
Having relations with a minor. Maybe I did not know. So, it's a tiresome. Everybody like, oh, they delete the messages. They delete the message. You're going, no, Shannon knew. The reason I say Shannon knew is because Shannon been let him groom her since a child. Shannon knew the only way to keep him around was to let him do what he did. And no.
Remember, Raina Fire does her first one January the 20th, 2025. This January 18th. This woman said she hadn't been allowing to groom her since she was a kid. This is the same lady that was getting threatened. She's just using her real voice. Hey, Passion, happy Sunday. She said Shannon had been allowing him, and we got to remember, nobody ever understood if Annette had custody of Neziah. Why did Shannon have her all the time? The North Carolina woman was 33, messing with Jarvis when he was 20. She wanted him to move there with her. She's a grandma. We can't forget Jarvis caught charges down here in North Carolina. Around that time. Do the math. Do the math on the charges. Do the math on them charges. Around that time, those charges was from North Carolina. Right at that age, Lucille.
Always child in that moment, in that kind of era, was Neziah. Neziah was the one that he knew he could manipulate because, one, she didn't have anybody. She didn't barely have her mom. She barely didn't have her dad. She didn't even have her own close friends, her auntie or grandma. As you could tell, they weren't really together. So it made her much liable for things to happen, even though y'all be like, oh, she's a girl. She was not a girl. She's a child. No matter the way he groomed her to make her the way that she became. It was not her. It was also everybody else besides her. She's the innocent one here. But the reason I'm sad is because it was jealousy. So after a while, Jarvis didn't feel attracted, physically and mentally attracted to Shannon no more. So Shannon, of course, Shannon was jealous. Shannon was doing things, abusing. She was doing all this shit that nobody wants to talk about because, CPS was supposed to come, do checkups, so they never did that neither. So count them against that bullshit too. But it was more of a jealousy. So they used to do porn Neziah so bad, like, and y'all might ask, how do you know this? How did you know this? You don't know them personally. I'm sorry, what I see in my dreams, the premonition, the lucid dreams that I have to listen to, is mind-wrecking, it's painful, it's hurtful that I have to live through it. In my dreams, personally. So as I'm going through, it's like, she knew, and this is Neziah's second pregnancy, if you did not know, it's really her second. First,
ain't that crazy how that shit came out? Ain't that crazy? how that shit came out about them allegedly taking the Plan Bs and stuff. Right after this.
Break the C was it didn't go through. It did not go through. The second one made a big difference because remind y'all, 9-year-old walked in and seen Jarvis no matter garage. She seen Jarvis ask her she wanted to join. She said,
that shit didn't come out to the end of the year, last year. Do y'all hear what she's saying? Again, this is January the 18th, 2025. That shit didn't come out to the end of last year. Hey, Nikki Beans. Just saying, I know Maisha. That's why I said pay attention to the dates of those phone calls and this.
and no, that threesome that everybody's talking about, oh, she was supposed to do such and such. No, to be honest, that threesome was supposed to be Jarvis, Shannon, and her. You gotta think about it, that's her auntie. Of course she wasn't going. If y'all don't believe me, Shannon is just that way. She's that way. I don't know what to tell y'all. And also, if y'all don't believe me for real, it's a video of her actual family member telling everybody what Shannon did to her. It's a family member that's going around and telling the business herself.
Who was going around telling the business around this time? Because at this time, everybody was still okay. Not everybody, but I don't remember a family member at that time. Not January 2025. Because we had just got the preliminary. You get what I'm saying? I don't know.
So,
Cray, New York.
as everything is steady going and going and going, the jealousy comes to hand. All this shit comes to hand. The grandma.
Hey, Turka, her cousin. Y'all got to remember, Shannon was a monster just like Jarvis. Everybody keeps saying they overlooked it. Hell, they grew up in an unnormalized, unstable home with pedophilia. Y'all got to remember that. They was monsters like him. So that big job of the hood built bitch had her way on Desire too. Well, we can't forget the text messages. When Jarvis said Shannon want to come too, she said, "Nah, give us some D." Shannon, you forget Jarvis said that in the message that you wanted to go upstairs too. See how y'all forget shit. That's why I said we're not gonna forget that. Cause why y'all didn't tell the court about the goofy shit? It would have gave them leads 30 days before the mall cops turned it in. But y'all lied and lied and lied. They were saving themselves. So of course they told the kids to lie. Yeah, this is scary. What the hell? Yeah. Yeah, Candy. I forgot about that. Y'all correct.
The first time, the grandma didn't know too much about it the second time, but she knew it was still interactions going on. She knew what that child was going through. The grandma just didn't do anything because she did not care. She did not care. And she let Shannon try to lead the role when it was not Shannon's job to do it. It was the grandma's because you had legal guardianship over her. And
I knew she wasn't lying. Because remember, they was asking Annette, did she check Nazia's tablets and social media? Well, I let Shan and my daughters handle that. But you the guardian. Your hands wasn't too crickled and crippled to go sign up for checks and do that shit. It wasn't. But you couldn't check her social medias. Shannon was in charge. Because Remember, Shannon had her passwords. I went in and put that in, but when Vari's information didn't come in, I used mine. Why wasn't Annette tapped in? Why, Shannon? If you had all her social media sites, bitch, you knew before January the 21st, but the walls was closing in. Now Officer Gardner wants that tablet. The walls was closing in. So defense law has to, because defense mechanism has to kick in at some point. Wait a minute. And Annette wasn't going down for Jarvis. She wasn't going to say his name either, because she knew that Jarvis would tell her everything, like he told the detectives. That Jarvis told them everything. They were saving themselves. Just saying.
Why I want to talk about that. So another thing is, y'all need to question that 9-year-old. I'm gonna just say this. Question a 9-year-old. Question any of them children that could talk, that understands what the hell been going on in their house. Question them. Because I promise y'all, it's gonna be with one of them children or somebody that's going to say something that everybody been thinking the entire time but had no fit.
Ain't that crazy? What's she saying? Because we all know that ended up happening at the end of last year. This is January 18, 2025. But at the end of 2025, shit took a turn for the worse and the left. Just saying.
It's a group of because from what we all know, I'm not contradicting myself, but it's like, at the same time, if he asked that 9-year-old, did she want to join, wouldn't that mean he been already talking to her, trying to groom her as it is already? Because I bet you that 9-year-old went back and told somebody. She probably told Shannon, and Shannon didn't give a fuck. Clearly, I'm sorry for profanity, but Shannon didn't give a fuck. She did not care. Because that 9-year-old ain't gonna keep a secret, that be. And y'all keep saying nobody know about Jarvis' design. Ask her phrase, it had to be some signs or something. Because as a female, y'all, even as little kids, little girls like to be like, oh, I got a boyfriend, I got this, I got that. And she didn't want to like tell or talk about it, but she had to go that far in it because people, she didn't want to buy her business. But she would have mentioned something about it. Even the family members, even if the little kids, Jarvis and Zion, let's say, used to go to a park or used to go somewhere, follow them.
She said used to go to a park. When she said that, it took me to Lemon Drop Gate. When she said that about the park, I said, what? What? Because then Shannon say, I don't know why they didn't check the park. She used to love to go over there. What? Y'all claim it was an I-10 by 10 in court. Y'all said it was I-10 by 10 in court. What? Now she love the park on Lemon Drop Gate. Let me take it back just a second. Just a little
secret, that be. And y'all keep saying nobody know about Jarvis' design. Ask her phrase, it had to be some signs or something. Because as...
How did Professor Clump know to go talk to those two certain kids? How did Professor Clump know? And why didn't he write those two kids' names down that he talked to? Did you write their name down? Shit, oh shit, I was gonna retire. Shit, I was retiring. What? What? Don't forget, Shannon said she called her friend and said Naziah said she was going out to F. Stop it. Why we ain't never heard Detective Jones out of Kizzy and everybody, Nay and everybody else and Angel and everybody she talked to, they didn't say we talked to a friend of hers. Why you didn't give that information to the Detective Jones, Shannon? Huh.
The female, y'all, even as little kids, little girls like to be like, oh, I got a boyfriend, I got this, I got that. And she didn't want to like tell or talk about it, but she had to go that far in it because people she didn't want to buy her business. But she would have mentioned something about it. Even the family members, even if the little kids, Jarvis and Zion, let's say, used to go to a park or used to go somewhere, follow them exact places, go and check in each and one of them places. Ask some children if they ever went anywhere by a fucking not sorry, Chris, but by a lake, by a park, by a park, this would a park that most apartments have parks, but
Y'all remember Park been mentioned a couple of times, not just Shannon, the main suspect, but Rain of Fire said something about a park. Shannon mentioned the park. I don't know why they didn't check the park. She used to love going to the park up the street. Huh. Mm.
gotta be by some type of or somewhere near water and woody area. It has to be. It literally has to be. Because then it's always something you gonna know. Cause why was her clothes really found there? Nobody don't want to talk about it. But yeah, Shannon did it all because of jealousy, all because Jarvis wasn't attracted to her anymore, and also because Naziah was not listening to her. Naziah didn't want anything to technically do with Shannon. It was about
Hmm. Hmm. That's interesting, being that in those text messages again, that she said, no, give us some D. Give us some D. No, no. She didn't want to be bothered with you. She didn't want to be bothered with you. I know this girl ain't lying. She didn't want to be bothered with you. Just like everybody said these mediums are lying, but they sure mentioned that dog. And we want to know why they took Tashiana's dog. Now, I ain't never heard of that. I heard a lot of stuff, but I ain't never heard them taking no dog unless, you know. Hmm. Hmm.
respecting your elders in that moment. But Shannon was doing things behind the scenes that nobody could ever thought about. She wanted that little girl, but Jarvis didn't want to do a threesome with the members. Jarvis also wanted to do a threesome with Isaiah and his homeboy. In the shop where a 9-year-old came. Because as a grown woman, I want this makes us say anybody who have kids on here. Would you let your child, and I'm going to say it again, would you let your child go to a garage shop that you know your man or somebody is fixing cars in? Because for one, that's more of a masculine place than a feminine place. Y'all letting the little girls go chill with y'all. And y'all somebody they was doing work. No, baby, Naziah was posting TikToks and stuff. What work was that little girl doing? Or anybody else was doing up in there? Nothing. Y'all was trying to get free hand and free play. That's not how it works. It doesn't work like that, and it's just sad that her parents failed her. Her grandmother failed her auntie failed her. Jarvis, you failed her as a grown man who you're supposed to be helping that girl. Make her look up to you as a father figure or something else, but instead you chose to do the wrong thing and groom her. But yeah, y'all.
Belinda, you got to go check out Rain of Fire and Bree. They been talked about the dogs. You know what I'm saying? Seeing dogs and something about dogs when they was doing their readings and stuff like that. But y'all go follow the Cranial for more. I want to get into something that Rain of Fire said, and then I want to play a clip from the new character in North Carolina, Miss Lucille. Hey, Big Stacks, happy Sunday. Hey, Amasis, happy Sunday. I want to play a conversation between, since the mediums don't know what they're saying, because that was Cranial again before Rain started going live. But Rain says something interesting in this clip. Let's get to it.
I bet it has to do with your teeth. No. Okay. What part of you is with your grandma? Your face. The hardest part. The most difficult part. It's bluish gray. There's black. Okay, I see black bars. I see something gray. Is this like a black gate on the window on the door? Somebody likes drinking Coke. Why am I saying Coke? Coca-Cola. Why or is this Pepsi? Why am I seeing this? She said they thought it would melt something, but it wouldn't work. So they tried to melt you? Or how did they dispose of your body? Naziah, sorry. Flames. Okay. Flames.
Hey, it's Javette.
Then they broke her up. Some more pieces. And she's showing me this red building. To follow Hawthorne. Everybody's on the right road. $27. What is 27? I see a lock.
She see a lock.
Why am I seeing a lock and a key? What is she hiding? Is it a safe? What is it?
This was interesting when Rain said that because she's thanking Annette, right? And she said a lock and a key. Why am I seeing a lock and a key? Pay attention. Stay right there. Samad, please don't say anything. Just I want them to hear it for themselves. Stay right there. Why am I seeing a lock and a key?
Storage.
Huh? What did she say, y'all? What did she just say? Did she say storage? Did she say storage? A lock and a key in storage, and it made me think about Jarvis and that key. But let me tell y'all, let me get out of there. I want to get out of there. Y'all make sure y'all go follow this Naziah Harris Part 4 mediumship reading with Rain of Fire a year ago, okay? Make sure y'all drop a link in the chat. I want to get to this. Hold on. Let me share my screen and listen to this.
One dude, he still got everything in there. And not my shit.
Hold on.
Not mine.
Hold on, y'all. Okay, there we go. Let me take it back. This is Miss Lucille, y'all. Listen to what's being said.
You got a picture of us? Yeah, my fucking this nigga I was in business with, man, on all bullshit, bro. On all fuck shit. Oh, the one that you had to show. First off, ain't nobody seen that nigga. He owed me a ton of fucking money with this nigga. Ain't nobody been able to do shit with this man. And my motherfucking kid's mama need brakes on her fucking truck. and this nigga ain't nowhere. He can't be found. Well, but he's not at the shop. He's in. It's been closed down for the last 3 months. Wow. One fact is, this nigga me a ton of fucking money, and not my shit. Not mine. Where's yours? I've been.
Oh, you don't say. You don't say. He said, I've been when he got my shit and moved it to storage. How, Jarvis? You're in jail. Whose name is that storage in? Which one of you La Loopsies got a storage and put it in his name? That on that video that Rain of Fire was talking about a storage. She was saying this, I was describing something basically about shirts, a bloody shirt or something of hers being in that storage. Nah, King, it wasn't King or Frank, because Frank wasn't fucking with him. It wasn't King, because he said King is hiding out from him, Belinda. That's why I said you got to go back, Belinda, and listen. You got to check that video out and listen. That was all the talk about that key. He told King where a key. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And remember, he kept saying, Shannon, did you go get the key to the car? And then he said something about the ignition. Well, if it's in the ignition, why the hell she got to go ask anybody about where the key is? She didn't say where the car was. She said, who got that key? Nicole said, Project Incarcerados, did your people ever get any information from inside? That'd be good to know. I would like to know that Project Incarcerados, because you said, you did go live and you presented that your people said he just got down there. What is being said? Yeah, he said that his stuff was in storage. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. He said King was running from him, and I got to get out for her, y'all. I just wanted to give y'all food for thought. We didn't get into all the meat and potatoes. This is really just my synopsis of it. Like I said, it's a puzzle that you got put together on your own until you get something else and it says different. Then you got to move pieces around. The key is what she was looking high and low for. I don't know, SP. Who went and got his stuff and put it in storage? What's in that storage? Whose name is that storage in? Things that make you go, Things that you really got to look into and, gather your thoughts and, But y'all make sure y'all go over there and check this one out from Shanitra Speaks. It's exclusive jail calls. It's about the missing girl. Check out Anna B as well for dropping the calls and stuff. Because these are very telling. She said, what house is the storage in there, Miss Jamila? Exactly. And one thing about it is them storage buildings be everywhere. In my belief, I think Annette had the storage for Jarvis. I don't know, somebody. I can't say, but I get your thoughts. Your opinions are valid. I don't know. I can't say who got the storage and who did what. But it's just funny that Rain of Fire said something about the dogs and Bree said something about the dogs and the phone calls come out. Tashiana, they took her dog. You have to have ID to get a storage. What that mean, LaDana? Because we don't know who got the storage for him. And I said that too, LaDana. I get what you're saying now. Because I told Shank Rock that I said, well, you just can't go and get a storage. You have to have ID. I bet Barney, I can't stop thinking about those locked refrigerators. Love Chris said probably in the second fridge. It's just it's just how things are coming up, and it's just, yeah. Yeah, like, LaDana. Yeah. I really think crucial information was overlooked. I do. I believe it, Alma. I don't think that Shannon got the storage for him. I don't. But one of the La Loopsies, I do. And then the thing is, Samai, we don't know which one because it's so many. Hell, we got Miss Lucille out of town. How many more people's out of town? Hell, he said he was in Toledo. He was all over. I agree with that, Maisha. I agree with that 100%. But thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much for coming over here, just kicking in with me, having dialogue with me, and stuff like that. New characters and why do fools fall in love? Jealousy. All the envy and jealousy surrounding these phone calls. Everybody's jealous of each other. But Shannon's the most vindictive. Each one of them. Shannon, I know Shannon got something to do with this. And Tashiana, this is my thing to you in the last phone call that Shanitra speaks. Let me just play the beginning. Let me see if this is it before we get off of her. No, I already deleted it. You said you went and confronted Shannon about why she sent the police over there to your house. Why nobody ever confront Jarvis? Because what you gonna tell us? I did say something to him. It wasn't enough. You said something to only keep talking to him. The only keep answering and talking to him. To me, you questioned the wrong person. That would have came second. But the fact that the police came and ramshacked your house and had your kids in handcuffs and took your dog. Because remember they said that the dogs it's like they was digging up something. Barking at something. Oh, yeah, LaDana, for sure. Hey, Chandra. You too, Natisha. I hope a new one is released tomorrow. Probably so. So Shannon got that much power to send them boys to your house and not the criminal question that she like. Exactly, Morgan. Anita says Shannon sending the police out. Somebody moved the stuff after he went to jail because King was incognito. Absolutely, Chick Simple Lady. Absolutely, Chick Simple Lady. But who is the question? Jarvis went out to move stuff. The shop was still running. Remember when King talked to Jarvis? The shop was still running because remember Frank came up there. The shop was still running then, y'all. Who went to the shop and moved everything and put it in storage? How long has Jarvis had that storage? Salute everybody. Thank y'all for all the support. Super chats, membership. Everybody.
Miss Parker, the YouTube star, lighting up the screen. You know who you are. Bringing news you can use and a laugh or two. She's got the facts, the fun, and the realest view. With a voice so smooth and a smile so bright. She's shining like a beacon in the darkest night. Deep dives on the stories that really matter. She's breaking it down, cutting through the chatter.